conversation about protecting your kids at school or having your kids protect themselves at school when it comes to bullying. We have Anthony Evangelista, the sensei from Evangelista Dojo on West 4th Avenue, with a number of his students here. Welcome, Sensei.
Thank you. Welcome. Oh, thank you for having me.
I feel like I should be. Full disclosure, Anthony is the dojo, owns the dojo that Brady attends, and I've seen such a dramatic change in my 6-year-old and how he presents himself that I thought our viewers would appreciate a couple of your tips when it comes to dealing with schoolyard bullies. And you have been a part of the education system on many levels.
Yes, yeah. For the last number of years, I've actually worked at a school in Kitsilano as a special education assistant. So I had my fair share of days with elementary school kids and all sorts of things that go on in the school. So
what's the first point of direction that you give to younger kids or even teenagers when it comes to dealing with the bullies?
The first step or first tip that I would offer is to actually talk to the bully. If confronted with a situation with someone who's bullying or being bullied, that the person talk to the bully, find out what's wrong, try and diffuse the situation at that point.
So don't feel you must step back from it and in fear, but actually.
Yeah, because some of the kids actually mentioned to me upon talking about the subject that, one kid said, well, I would just not say anything and ignore it. But as we know, ignoring a problem isn't really fixing the problem. So I just say, talk to the bully, find out what's going on, tell them you don't like it, to say no, and then try and move off from there.
Okay, so tip number 2? Tip
number 2 is walk away. If the talking has been done and you tried to be respectful and said what you had to say, walk away and but make sure you tell somebody that happened. We can't just, again, ignoring the problem just won't fly.
So talk, then walk?
Talk, walk, and then the third one, if the bully persists and it's continuing, squawk. So talk, walk, and squawk. Squawk could be a firm or a louder, no, stop, and then go tell an adult.
Which is the key.
Which is the key.
Yeah, using your voice, using your body language, and using your power, which is to involve somebody who's closest to you that you trust.
Right.
Okay, and the fourth key,
and the fourth one has to do with what I teach in karate, which is block. So talk, walk, squawk, and if those 3 stages just don't work and it's now escalating and now it's resorting to some kind of physical altercation, block.
Okay.
And so a scenario that we've practiced, I have Jordan, Seamus, and Aiden here. They're going to demonstrate not punching, kicking, but a grabbing incident. So Seamus, if you want to start with Jordan, just guys turn sideways. Oh, okay, so Seamus will be the attacker. He's going to grab Jordan by the front of the shirt. Jordan's going to do a release. Good.
That's very good.
That's one. So that's a 2-hand grab release if they're grabbing, say, the front of the backpacks.
Yes.
Now, Aiden and Seamus turn face each other. Okay, same thing. Another grab, a different type of release this time.
Stop.
Good. So very simple ways that kids can do it. And as you saw, the boys didn't really fight back. It was a matter of just getting out and being able to get away. Being
very firm in your movement and using your words and saying stop is a huge key with the bully, because I've heard you discuss this with the kids in class before. Often the bully is more insecure than the person standing before them being bullied.
Because really, at the kids level, bullies are kids too. And really, they're trying to seek attention. Unfortunately, negative attention, but really, they're kids too. And maybe they just need someone to listen to them and help them. But that doesn't mean what they're doing is right.
Correct. Okay, so talk,
walk,
squawk,
and then block.
Evangelista Dojo is the name of the dojo on West 4th Avenue. Anthony Evangelista, I love this one thing. We did contact in our class. Brady's only had a handful of classes. Was afraid to do contact, but now feels empowered by it. But I love your message for those who do know how to defend themselves with kicks and punches.
Yeah.
You only use it if.
We only use it as a last resort if you're really in a really bad situation, because hitting somebody and fighting somebody can hurt yourself, can hurt the other person, and it can lead to worse consequences. So, plus I don't want to get a phone call from the school principal saying, oh, what you taught those guys, now they're using it freely, and so that's not the point of it.
It's rooted in respect and respect for everybody, including the bully, and try and figure out what the problem is there. Thank you, Anthony, for being with us.
Thank you, Jody.
Kids, thank you. Us. We're going to head out to Dawn now and get a look at what